Yo, what's up? It's 24K Golden, and you're watching.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And checking out some numbers for... And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Irving at the point guard position. And for New Orleans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. The guard pair, Graham and Alexander Walker. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical, but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Here's Harden. Graham with the rebound. And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Alexander Walker. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Nice pass from the point guard. Graham there loves getting the ball over to his open teammates.
Irving dishes to Aldridge. Passes it to KD. Aldridge trying to break free. A nice shot. By KD.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Graham. For the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And, you know, guards that are small like Graham, he's only 6'1". I think they've got to knock down threes, and great work from him right there.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Graham against Harden. Back to Harris. KD against Williamson. Shot clock at 6.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Graham kicks to Valanciunas. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And that one's good. Ingram.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Graham. There's the drive.
Great drive to the rack that time. Just another way Graham can beat defenders. Can't give him a lane or he'll make you pay.
Graham against Irving. Here's Aldridge. Valanciunas grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Williamson. When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Marshall comes in for Ingram. Hart, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Green. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Andre Robertson.
Outside Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. 5 on the clock. And here's Mills for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3.
Guys, this is where Mills thrives. He's ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. Excellent catch and shoot play.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Irving. Round the pass to Mills. With the drive. Up and in on the layup. Mills has got 5 now.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Back to Hart. Now the pass to Marshall. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Now, here is Irving. Defended by Hart. Outside Irving. And here's Millsap from the arc. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Lewis. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one. Missed it and has no one to blame but himself.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mills. Pass to Griffin. Lays it up off the glass.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
They get it again. Tries again. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nets lead by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And Kevin Durant able to get his shot anytime he wants. But he points out that defense requires all 5.
This league does not one-on-one defense, so it's a team defense. And, the best defenders, the reason why they're the best defenders is because they got 4 guys behind them that's going to help them and that they trust. So, I think that's what makes us good when we do that.
I agree. Well, if they're locking teams up, they're awfully hard to stop.
And KD, with this length, probably underrated as far as his defensive impact.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Bruce Brown is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Mills, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Griffin in at the center position. To the paint, here's Griffin, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that word.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
New Orleans in the lead.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And here's Mills for three. Cans it from downtown. Mills has got 8 points. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. Boy, have they got hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Zion Williamson comes in for Marshall. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Hart. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Durant, the pass to Mills. Out to Harris. Back to Millsap. Out to the right wing. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Using his vertical on the offensive glass, Williamson is adept at reading misses and pouncing on second chance opportunities. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Graham dishes to Ingram. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Here's Ingram. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets trail by 3. Harden finds Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram with it. Graham, the pass to Alexander Walker. Ingram outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Valanciunas with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Ingram. The rebound by Harden.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Harris.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Ingram. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Durant inside. Covered by Williamson. Over Williamson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Williamson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And Zion is a ferocious competitor, someone who sticks with plays and devastates defenses with those putback jams.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Feeds it to Williamson. Nice defense from KD. The three from Mills. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They created some momentum for themselves in the second and went into halftime up by 3. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Pelicans?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to put yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and their opponent is taking advantage.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The talented front court pair is Ingram and Williamson. The guard pair, Graham and Alexander Walker. And it's Valanciunas in at the 7. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
You know, Devontae Graham was raised in a share-the-ball system. So he's more than willing to just make the next pass.
And Devontae Graham, a player whose #1 priority is scoring, but Clark, he can create, as we've seen, for others as well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think he's worked on that part of his game really hard. He's got great vision, sees the whole court, really good ball handling ability as well. And he makes a lot of plays with low turnovers.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Williamson in the post. Durant's there. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his length, it makes it impossible to get around him when he's defending you.
Harden right side.
wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Irving against Graham. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Kyrie Irving. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving, finishing and getting it done with his hands as well.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Marshall comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Lewis subbed in for Devontae Graham. Here's Hart, takes it inside, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Nets trail by 5, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch onto. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. For 3, Harris. Rebounded by Hart.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Lewis. Ingram kicks to Marshall. Back to Ingram. Here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The kick out to Aldridge. On the wing, Irving. Back to Aldridge. Down low, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
Passes it to Robertson. Second chance shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Outside Griffin. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Hart. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of passing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now, here is Irving. Tight defense on him. And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Harris.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
I'll tell you what, they've hit the boards hard in this one, and it's led to an abundance of second-chance points. I mean, they've gotten a lot of second-chance points.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ingram. Now, here's Marshall, guarded by Harden. Inside. Marshall can't hit. Brooklyn's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Durant, the pass to Millsap. And Millsap stops it in.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Graham kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Robertson. Back to Valanciunas. Can they get it? And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Paul Millsap. KD's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Here's Graham going inside. And Griffin sends it back.
And how about the timing there? Griffin using that athleticism on the defensive end to block it.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Graham. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. KD looking around. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Nets lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. And the big 3 out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Griffin is out there with Paul Millsap. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end his cold spell.
You got it. Come on.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Griffin finds Durant. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 14 points for KD.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Williamson. And he makes that one.
And this is how dominant Williamson can be. Once he finds his rhythm, he's borderline unguardable.
Pelicans trail by 5. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Hart the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden on the wing. The shot's good. And the Nets lead by 7.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
To the inside. And Williamson throws it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Irving kicks to Millsap. This one for 3. Irving misses. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Williamson missing. Nets leading by 5. KD passes to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Fires the 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. A terrific all-around player for many years. Millsap, Clark when healthy, continues to impact the game.
A pro's pro, Kevin. Just rock solid, impactful, steady, reliable. Stretches the floor with the 3-point shot. Always in the right spot defensively. rebounds well at both ends. I mean, just really the consummate pro and value-added player, and an all-star multiple times as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Ingram kicks to Green. Williamson right side. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Harris passes to Aldridge. Jacks up a 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by KD. Durant's got 3 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Harden scanning the floor. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids. And certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
And here is Ingram. Over Harris. And misses it off the right side of the rim. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
So it's the Pelicans now. It's a 16-point game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-6 run. And Ingram has got the ball here for New Orleans. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. Thomas checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. Winslow's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And that one's good. Ingram.
You know, it's never easy trying to contain Ingram, especially when he's fighting off defenses like this.
Ingram with the steal. Williamson, the pass to Alexander Walker. And they pick up 2.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now, here's Mills. D right on him. That one goes. Counted. Thomas got his first points of the game.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Here's Ingram. Williamson trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Ingram.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Pelicans.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for James Harden.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And here's Brown outside. Here's Alexander Walker over Millsap. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. outside Millsap. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Now, are you ready for Season 2 events? There are a ton of new activities going on, so don't miss out. Take it away, Brian.
Thanks, Alexis. How about we start aboard the Concha del...
Is your starting five. At forward, 6'6", number 12, John Harris. At center, 6'11", number 21, LaMarcus Aldridge. Guard, 6'2", 11, Kyrie. And guard, 6'5", 13, James Harden. Forward, 6'10", 7, Kevin.
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. Just about ready to...
VA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard C.J. McCollum said, quote, a lot of players are in...
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Alan. So the Hornets starting five. Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. Mason Plumlee out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Irving runs point with Harden to his side. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. And it's Aldridge in at the center, filling out the middle. And Chris, what are the expectations like when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft?
Oh, massive. And I know from experience, these days the first overall pick is normally 20 years old or younger. I was 20. That's a lot of pressure to carry.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball, he can get almost anything he wants.
And Harden gets the double team. The three, here's Harris. Buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Rozier against Harden. Rozier outside. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. The rebound by the Nets. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Agile move by Durant right there. I mean, he's getting around the contact and finishing strong.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Rozier. Durant against Washington. Back to Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
The 3, here's Harris. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Up top ball. He's guarded by Irving. Ball passes to Rozier. Here he goes to halt the run. Nice D from Durant.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Harris outside. On the wing, Durant. Hounded by Ball. Harden from outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 to start. Here's Oubre. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You know, even in traffic, Oubre is fearless. I mean, he gets through the contact and sinks his shot.
And you know, Kelly Oubre, a name that kind of flew under the radar in free agency. Now, he had a down year with the Warriors last season, but still, he was looking for a payday in free agency. They took a short deal with the Hornets to re-up his value, just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Left side, Irving. The 3. Hits the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 now.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for Aldridge, and it's Millsap in for Kevin Durant. So for the Hornets. Here's Cook, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Baker, stolen by Millsap. Harden with it. To the paint, out to Harris. No one near him. Millsap outside. Now here's Griffin. Over Jones, crafty move. And Griffin the bucket on the assist from Millsap.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Here's Cook. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
And that's smart basketball. Maker showing nice awareness there, spotting the open man.
Harden, the pass to Millsap. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Cook. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Fires from the corner. That one drops for him.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Don't forget, Harden's won an assist title. James can really dish it.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Bridges. The shot off that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave.
Can't hit the step-back J.
Now, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Harden, and the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mills comes in for James Harden. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Cook. Ooh, excellent D there from Mills. The Nets with the lead. Irving, the pass to Millsap. Back to Irving. And here's Brown. Stolen by Bridges. Just 3 on the clock. Doesn't go for him.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to and always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves his.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
And Irving, perhaps underrated as a tactician, Grant.
Oh, yeah. It's a chess match indeed. One move, one play, sets up the next.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them at early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Blake Griffin out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Mills in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. So the Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Cook.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
He drops it from range.
So fluid coming up the shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths in his game.
Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets finishing with their best record in the last 5 seasons. With the addition of LaMelo Ball, this team finally has some talent to build around, playing a switching defense and going zone the most in the NBA. Guys?
Oh, fun to watch. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Count that bucket. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were fighting from outside.
Aldridge is checked in for Millsap.
For the away team.
Here's Rozier, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
That's just solid teamwork from Oubre. I mean, he doesn't hesitate to let go of the ball if someone else is wide open.
Here's Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Free throws good from Durant.
And, of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
Oubre on the wing. Ball finds Rozier. So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. Third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Doubled by Durant. And we're going to have a jump ball. So it's Brooklyn now. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Inside. The kick out to Griffin. And here's Mills from the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Now here's Ball. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Denver.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous. And LaMelo Ball has really impressed right out of the gate. Many wondering how he would compare to his brother Lonzo, too. His playmaking and rebounding have just been outstanding.
And here's Mills for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rozier against Brown. Rozier, a good look. And they get it back. Let's go with a 3. And there's Oubre. That one's good on the assist by Rozier. Oubre's got 6.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Man, showing some terrific range. And the Nets lead by 9. Boy, the future for Ball is indeed bright. This is a guy who just loves the game. And Chris, more importantly, someone that wants to win.
That kind of mentality goes a long way. He's an exciting player to watch for sure. I mean, he's only just getting started on his hopefully promising career.
Pass to Griffin. Now Aldridge. Back to Griffin. Mills with it from deep three-point range. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Timeout call, the Hornets.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a journey for Blake Griffin in his NBA career. I mean, he's played on some good teams, some not so good teams, and some great teams.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Aldridge. James Harden comes in for Brown. And Irving is subbed in for Mills. Cook, he's checked in for Charlotte. Pass to Oubre. Oh, stolen by Harris. And they're on the break. Here's Irving. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte going the other way now. There's a minute 34 left in the second period. You know, one thing about Griffin's NBA career, no matter the caliber of the team, you know what he's going to bring to the table.
Yeah, it was that vintage mix of power and experience. Very few players have the physical ability he does. And I make a whole lot of players in the mode of a Blake Griffin.
And Harden with the slam.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, whipping the rim down hard on that one.
Three-pointer Rozier. And the Hornets, another 3.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Pass to Irving. Now Durant. Outside for Harden. Takes the 3. That shot is off. Rozier against Harris. Rozier gets the bucket.
He's turned it on here in the second quarter, getting his offensive game on track.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat right now. I mean, he's playing some aggressive offense.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Three-pointer Rozier. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. Harden fires away from outside, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harden's got 5.
Harden has a super green light, and with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
And he knocks down the first one.
Team's 5th foul.
Both free throws good from Rozier. Harris with it. On the wing, Harden. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside.
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. It's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. I think that's what we're here for. And so, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They're going to work in the paint, doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, it's never you're playing against that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Bringing the physicality. They kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Plumlee in at the 5.
Come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Nets.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Here's Durant into the lane.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Outside Oubre. Back to Rozier. From deep. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
2 points. That one goes.
They've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
4 rotations. Slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Ball left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 8.
An 0-for-3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
And you think about the draft profile of LaMelo Ball. Grant, the court vision has been as good as advertised.
I mean, he's just a gifted passer who sees over defenders. He enjoys making those flashy plays. He's been everything you want from a playmaker.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And he gets that one. Give him 8 points now.
Great touch from the mid-range. Oubre is more than content to rise up and knock it down.
Irving against Ball. For 3, Durant. Hornets with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Oubre. Pass to Ball. From 12 feet. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball against Irving. Six to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The 3, here's Harris. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. And the Nets lead by 17.
That's a clever pass right there. He got the ball to the guy with the better look. Smart.
Ball outside. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Mills, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. Outside Oubre. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Over to the wing. 20 feet out. And yep, it's good. Mills has got 8 points.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ball with it. Durant covering. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Mills. Here's the 3, and the Nets another 3.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Here's Ball. Chalk up 2 there. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yes, sir. Mellow Ball's got handles, and I think that's a trait.
And down it goes. 2 points.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Ooh, poked away. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Ball. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Ball. Washington's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Precision pass by Ball. He wasn't going to waste an easy dime to a wide open man.
Count it.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Now Rozier. He's got 11. To the middle. And Washington powers it through.
He's just superb at reading the defense. I mean, Rozier's decisiveness is a huge reason why he exploits the D right there.
Here's Harden. For 3, here's Harris. They grab their own miss. From deep. Harden misses.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Oubre passes to Rozier. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Rozier's got 13.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Harden. He's guarded by Washington. Harris on the wing. Clock at 6. On the wing, Durant launches a 3. The shot won't fall. And so it's Brooklyn feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. They've got Paul Millsap, Patrick Mills out there with James Harden. Then there's Blake Griffin, and it's Brown in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Cook. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Bouknight. That one doesn't drop. Oh, nice D from Millsap. Well, the Nets shooting at a very efficient 67%. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 20.
That bucket tells you about the power of Griffin. I mean, he got a man all over him, and it doesn't even affect him.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his third foul so far. So the Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
For your Nets, Kyrie Irving.
Here's Cook. He's guarded by Irving. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace a team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
And Griffin slams it in.
And the timing Griffin has on the glass, he seems to know exactly when to leap up for rebounds.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Cook. Here's Maker. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the fifth straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Irving. Looking to end this cold spell. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
From mid-range, Irving is very consistent. I mean, he can hit that shot when he has to.
To the inside. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Some move around the rim. I mean, I love how Kyrie Irving goes up with confidence from this area.
Bridges on the attack. And he comes up with a bucket.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Down low. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
A main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
Pass to Plumlee. Back to Bridges. And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Harris is checked in for Brown. Oubre, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Cook. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
When ball is focused from the arc, he's almost automatic. I mean, defense, they can't let him pick his spots out there.
To the inside. And there's Griffin. That's good. On the assist by Harden. And the Nets lead by 20.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And Oubre gets it to go.
I like that shot from Oubre. Don't think about it. Just catch and fire.
Irving finds Griffin. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Rozier's checked in. Plumlee passes to Ball. Now here's Oubre. Pounded by Harris. With the 10-footer. And too long on the shot.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Outside Durant. Launches it. Harris misses. The Hornets have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
Durant, the pass to Irving. And the Nets miss again. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for James Harden.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Ball with it. Irving picks him up. Out of bounds. It'll be the Nets ball.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Lets it go from deep. The deep 3 from Durant. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. And the Nets lead by 16.
Come on, man. That's just scary how Durant looks from that far out. He looks like he could take another 5 steps back and still have that easy, fluid motion.
Knocked away. Fires at the elbow. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And here are the Nets now. 22 was their biggest lead. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And here's Ball. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside